We all come to a story.
This can't be the
with hopes and
graphics.
expectations, looking for an answer.
Impossible.
Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story.
Yes. Although I like it when you spin your yarns, Mr. Wake. Really tickles me pink and purple.
In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either.
I'm excited.
The
This is
trap
gonna be
line
so
is that we
sick.
are all ripped to pieces along the way.
There's a deer.
This is not the story I hoped it would be.
Are we gonna be in Deer Fest again? I forget
This is not the ending I wanted.
where the story arc
This
is in this.
story will eat us alive.
Actually, I don't know much about this at all.
This story is a monster.
Is it now? Well, if it's a monster, I'm gonna love it.
And monsters wear many faces.
They can, yes. Not wrong. Oh, that's dark. I'm sure this would look insane with HDR, but it still looks very good with just SDR right now. But I know if I turn that on, it's gonna like completely bork your guys' experience. Am I playing? Who are you? You're very naked. Okay. Sir, where are your clothes? I think that's what we're finding. That's what we're looking for right now. We need our clothes, of course. Absolutely. Let's find them. Let's find them clothes, baby. That is important. Just going bare ass through the woods. What is this? I don't know. Can they shout? What do you mean? What's wrong? He's freaking naked. That right there alone is wrong. I don't know what they're doing up there, but they obviously are law enforcement. Maybe park rangers. I don't know. Am I like turning into like a shadow creature? Is that Barry? It might be. You could be right, actually. I forgot about Barry. Barry! What is that? What is that? That Barry's nemesis, whatever that is. I don't like it. I love it. And sound design's excellent so far. Graphics look insane. Oh man, we are next genning. Oh fuck me! Okay, hi! Hello! Bambi! Okay, wow. Let's all relax. I was not ready for that. That caught me off guard. Ah, my butt cheek is clenched insanely tight right now. Just the one, not both. Oh, we are about to be like taken or something. Can I run? Do I have that ability? I don't. I can't run. I can't. Left bumper doesn't do it. Right bumper doesn't do it. Oh, now I can sprint. I can sprint now. Good call, buddy. Good call. Good Paul. I don't know. Good Saul. Good crawl. Good maul. Good fall! There's a problem if I ever saw one. Yup, that's a big problem. You know, see now, sir, these are bad hallucinations. You don't want these. This is the type of stuff you need to be concerned with. Wow, these dudes like to talk a lot of shit. Those trees, I don't know that's how trees work. I don't think trees work that way. Well, this seems bad. Yep, this is pretty bad. Yep, we're gonna just... Oh, no. This is supposed to happen, isn't it? Or it's not. Oh, it is. Hunting season. I got 10 XP for that, guys. I don't know if you saw that pop up, but... Dear God. Cult of the Tree!
Where's the rest of the stuff? I need to finish this.
You just freaking Indiana Jones'd him! Oh boy. This is like... graphically and story-wise, everything has like been leveled up. I mean, this is like far more aggressive than a lot of the stuff we saw in the first one. Not to say that there wasn't very scary moments in Alan Wake 1, but this is starting out insane, dude. I feel like I'm watching like a feature film right now. I don't think that was Barry, guys. I don't think they would have. If it is, they did Barry dirty.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
I think this is one of the characters we play
This
as.
trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just
I think his kid knows what his mom
Right.
gets up to, I guess.
Well, Dad and I are
Good to
just
be
watching
honest.
the latest episode of Night Springs here.
And
Mom, it's
transparent about
so
what you're doing.
good.
no spoilers. I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This
This
looks
is what
nuts.
happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo.
Loving it.
Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
So I feel like he was in the first one. I think he was the FBI agent that pursued Alan. I believe.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay.
You got it, man.
Any words of advice?
I love that extra responsibility.
Nothing that would cheer anyone up.
Wow. He's so stoic. Okay, so this is where we start, in the
Here we
woods.
are. Cauldron Lake.
Ah, yes.
Time to get to work.
Cauldron Lake. How could we forget, guys? Everyone's favorite vacation spot.
A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene.
Well, this is running amazing. Like, I don't know what everyone's tripping about with, I mean, I shouldn't say that. I'm rocking some pretty insane hardware here, so I should just shut up. Invitation. All right, so chapter 1, here we go. Find the deputies. All right, so that's our objective. We can run.
Memorizing.
Memorizing what now?
We get swallowed up by the trees.
That's a good call. Let me memorize that real right quick like that and whatever. Nightmare territory. I love me some nightmare territory. Let me check the map. Before you start gabbing, let me just check her out. All right, so we got bony-legged path, rental cabins, general store, witch's hut. That sounds delightful. Witch's ladle, Crowsfoot Hills, Cauldron Lake Shore, Streamside, Witchfinder Station. Some of this is kind of familiar. I think. It's been a minute, obviously. I really should have played the first one before I came back and played this. All right, let me take a wander this way. I don't know what this is going to glean us, but this game looks freaking insane, dude. Is this a bad idea?
not the way.
That is not the way. Ah, okay. So you did watch The Mandalorian. That's good. That's good. That's good that you know, then. It's good that you know the way. Are you going to tell me again that this isn't the way? Is that what it's about to go down? Is this actually the way? Oh, it might actually be the way.
This is the way.
Federal Bureau of Control? That's a new one. Toxic volcanic gas, huh?
The FBC is an
Hold up.
Only shows up for unusual cases.
Well, what's so unusual about volcanic gas?
Beats me.
Now, I know Remedy made Control, and Remedy made the first game, and now, of course, they made this game. So it's all connected. I wonder if there's going to be cameos of... I forget what her name is from Control. Guys, help me out here if you remember. But is she going to make an appearance?
Locked. They really don't want people coming in here.
Evidently. Alright, so I have to hit B to, like, back out of selecting things. Caution steep climb. Sure. I was going to say climb the fence, but I guess the barbed wire kind of puts a kibosh on that.
Welcome back, Anderson.
Hey, I was just checking things out, the FBC and all that, you know, when you kind of talk to me on the radio and such and whatever. Hey, who are you? Park Ranger or something or other? Some?
Hey there, Agent Casey, right?
Yeah.
Sure,
You know what, buddy.
You'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case.
Interesting name,
Seems you
Saga.
already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Any witnesses?
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty
Out-of-towners.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
What
Could
can
use
you
a
tell us
briefing.
about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting
Yes,
to
please.
that, Thornton.
I need to learn more about this
Well, we reckon there are some
discombobulation.
organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
Wow, that description was incredible, man. You, sir, might want to get into writing your own book, because the description that you just gave might have been that might be college level
I want to see the body.
insane.
How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Hey, Mulligan, tell them I'm here, waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Thank you, sir. Really appreciate. All right, I'm just going to crouch automatically. That's nice. Handy that. I'm sure that's not
Before we
always
get to
the
crime
case.
scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far.
Yeah, let's get a good view
sure I'm
while
seeing
we're
the clues
reviewing,
clearly.
shall we? Okay, case board. Let's take a peek.
The Mind Place.
Oh,
My version of the
wow.
Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case.
I like the
Building
Mind Place.
Place
It's pretty
again for
nice.
each case. Using each field office as a model in my head.
I know, this is amazing. I know, I'm already like,
Everything we know about the previous
I'm already
murders.
tickled pink. I said that before, but to say it again,
Worth taking another look.
let us do that. So how does one? Case board is a mental technique that allows Saga to analyze clues and progress the investigation. No, I said it so weird, but I did. Okay, right. Oh, okay. Zoom. Ah, interesting. Cauldron Lake murders. Cases. Yep. Oh, I see what you're doing. Oh, I understand now. And I can leave. But I want to learn stuff, man. A series of murders have occurred around the town of Bright Falls. Finding the connections will help our search of the killer. Can I access that? I cannot. Well, let's look at this. Who is this? The victim was reported missing in 2010, discovered in 2012, buried in a shallow grave. Yikes. Found in Cauldron Lake 2018, some organs missing. Predation? State of the body does not match 8 years spent in a lake. So I think maybe it was this guy that they found? Found 2 weeks ago. Yes, chest wound was ruled as the cause of death. Tattooing on the body is illegible. Slight difference in the murders. Bloating only comonally in bodies, but not cause of death. Chest trauma. Exposure to water post-mortem. And then at the top it says, all victims reported missing 2010. No other commonalities. Bruising on wrists and legs. 2 of the victims had bruisings. Some form of restraint, strapped or belted down. Most recent victim died of major chest trauma consistent with 2018 victim. Hard to confirm due to the condition of the body. Deep gash in chest, heart missing. Bloating of the corpse is indicative of drowning, but only 1 victim was found in water. All bodies experienced bloating, so would indicate some form of submersion, as it were. Okay. Excellent. That was interesting, I think.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson.
Yeah, I think I am.
Close to cracking it.
We're just getting started.
Yeah, define
Let's
cracking.
head down the hill to the crime scene.
All right, we're going to the crime scene. Obviously, we're going kind of slow at the moment, but...
Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
Too much sky? We're in the woods.
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am.
Is that true?
Cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know
What a
happens
gentleman.
to cops who say this is their last case.
And a scholar.
Real funny, Anderson.
I'm going to read this, man. Do not interrupt. It's very important what I'm getting into right now. Chaos at Cauldron Lake. Rampage at rental cabins. Unidentified man attacks vacationers in the dead of night. Sunday, an idyllic evening of barbecuing and late-night fishing was violently disrupted. Saturday, excuse me, much better, as a mysterious assailant attacked park visitors, causing chaos and destruction at the cabins. The incident left 3 people injured. One of them has been admitted to the county hospital. As to whether the attacker is still at large, Bright Falls police have yet to make an official statement, leaving local residents in a state of uncertainty. Witnesses to the crime were visibly shaken, one of whom stated, "1 minute we were laughing and toasting some marshmallows, the next we were screaming, coming up from cabins. We didn't know what was going on, so we called the police and started running in the opposite direction," said Kurt Mill. Another eyewitness who preferred to remain anonymous said, "It's like he appeared out of nowhere. Suddenly my dog starts barking his head off, and this psycho guy comes crashing through the trees. Don't think I'll ever feel safe in this forest again." A representative from the rental cabins who chose to remain anonymous wanted to remind customers, "If you have plans to stay in our lovely cabins later this summer, please get in touch with us, as we may need to rejigger some of the reservations based on the state of the cabin that you have rented with us." The representative went on to further remind future and potential guests of the wonderful amenities that can be found in their company's brochures and on the website, which is real nice, state of the art. My nephew made it, and he's a real computer whiz. Is that right? Does a hike a day keep depression away? It might be bright, sunny July, but it's never too soon to start worrying about the gloomy months of autumn ahead. Autumn's amazing. What are you talking about? That's right. In the grand scheme of life, those dead, depressing days are just around the corner. Have you been taking your vitamin D? Probably not. For all of you thinking there's got to be another way, there's good news. Hiking has been proven incredibly beneficial to your mental and emotional health, so get on out there and just do it. Just don't forget a flashlight in case it gets dark. Wow. Missing Doberman found on the trail. A heartfelt reunion took place this weekend when Mrs. Amanda Smith was reunited with her beloved dog Coffee Bean, CB, as the owner refers to him, had been missing for 3 days, and Mrs. Smith was afraid that she would never see her best friend again. "When I got a call, I couldn't believe my ears," she said. "I must have asked, am I dreaming? At least 7 or 8 times. It was actually 9 times, confirmed Ranger Stevenson, the man responsible for finding the wayward canine. "It's rare that you get to give those kinds of calls. I feel real grateful to have the opportunity. With all the predators out there, usually you're telling folks that you found their dog's head their cat's eaten, you know. And so it felt good to give some good news, even if Coffee Bean is back, or is in kind of rough shape. The fur will grow back, sure, but, well, I suppose that's all I should say about that." Alrighty, sir. Bright Falls' own virtual baking champ? Little Sally Upton's whole family. Sally Upton. She had like a trailer, I believe, in the first iteration of this game. And I think she poisoned us? I forget. Anyway, erupted into cheers as she won the big match this weekend. Was she playing soccer, tennis? No. In this brave new world that we live in here, family was cheering her on as she won a match in a game that exists only on the information superhighway. The game in question was Mega Baking Star, in which players compete to make the tastiest treats and sweetest eats for their virtual judges online. Bright Falls congratulates Sally on her big win. Wow. Well done, Sally. Sad for the destruction of the cabins. Hey, man. Out of my way. I'm busy. Starting fires is prohibited. Please do not feed the wildlife. Leave no trace. Ah, yes, I will pick up after myself. I understand. This game looks insane, guys.
Stairs are out.
Even with no ray
Okay to jump
tracing.
down.
I'm not.
Insane. What do we got here? Mirror Peak. Ah, that rings a bell slightly. Mirror Peak. The mighty mountain in the distance, way over there, is no other than Mirror Peak, the iconic landmark overlooking Cauldron Lake. From the right angle, its beauty will be reflected on the calm surface of the lake, mirrored in all its inverted glory. And it is glorious. I will say, man, that is a glorious peak. That is one glorious mirror. Okay, I thought you said I was spearheading this operation, man. Why are you in front of me? Alright, can't get past that, obviously. Hold up, man. I'm going to check out what's going on up here, because this is fun. I like wandering.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
Yeah, let me check some stuff out, man. So wait, did this just, like, loop around? Or did it not? This powerful, a feat of nature will revive the spirit as it does the surrounding nature. The churning, grinding waters at the bottom of the falls resemble a mortar and pestle, quite like the one the Witch of Cauldron Lake is fabled to have used to travel through the night sky. Pardon me. Wow, that sounds fun. Sounds like a real adventure. Peter Pan would be jealous. I think, anyway. All right, I'm gonna take a peek up to the left here.
I need to go back.
Good call. Okay,
Sorry,
yes.
please.
Sorry about that. I have a problem. It's called exploritis.
Did you get lost, Anderson?
Yep, I did. You're right. You're always right.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
Yikes.
Back to nature is your thing.
It is, man. I love nature. Nature's great. Camping is great. Hiking is great.
Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here
You would.
that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
Okay, there's a phone booth out here. It's kind of a weird place for one. I don't see like another telephone pole anywhere though. Where the heck would the line be running? Unless it's buried, I guess. That seems weird. I'm not sure about that. Really not sure. He's going that way. I'm going this way. It's all the same, right?
I think I saw something.
Did you?
It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Excellent. I'm glad we're doing this. What in the world? Is this the witch's hut? Oh, hell yes. Here lived the Witch of the Cauldron Lake. Beware, her spirit may still haunt this place. Well, let's check it out. I like witches. Wow, witchy woman. Alright, well, we have this. Also that. It's a picture of a deer there. What with this place being home to Deer Fest and all, that sort of checks out. Nothing. Oh, hey, was that supposed to happen? Alright, nothing else to glean from this. Gonna take a peek at what's going on over here, just for shits and giggles. So it was no witch after all, it was just a drunk. I should have suspected. Friday, Midge told me today that her family's moving away. This sucks. I haven't even told her that I like her yet. What's the point anymore? She said her parents want to get better jobs and get her to a better school in the big city. Guess that's fair. Who wants to stay at Bright fucking Falls? Alright, man. Sunday, so I told her. She said thanks. Fucking kill me. Monday, I snuck out last night again and went to the big house by the lake instead of just watching it from here, like I always do. Instead of just sitting around like I always do. Screw that! Anyway, something weird is going down here. I'm gonna find out what. Gonna go back there tomorrow with better gear. Bet I can find some way inside the building. Take some photos. It's gonna be epic. Was it? Was it epic? Oh, what is this? I don't even know. What was that? Explain. Ah. Batteries for charging a flashlight. Well, howdy doody. What's over here?
Kid's lunchbox?
Yeah, and some sort of Easter egg circle.
An Alex Casey movie lunchbox.
Oh, what
Casey
is
hates the other folks
this?
without coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective.
Interesting.
He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
I know things can get a little crazy around here, but if you're ever feeling scared, just remember that Alan is watching over us. Alan Wake? Manuscript fragments. Man, I'm not sure why those two words were almost impossible to say. Weapon upgrade. Well, that's amazing. More bullets. Hold the fire button to activate auto fire mode. This significantly increases the rate of fire. Ooh. Land 2 headshots in quick succession to stun an enemy for an extended duration. I think I'm going to go with the magazine size, but you need a lot of them to even do this, so we'll see. We'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we need to. I should leave. The Mind Palace is a crazy place, man. I really crafted something special there. In my own brain. In my own meat. Wrinkles. Alright, let's go. Actually, I think I saw a way around the witch's cabin here. You know, I like to do exploring, guys, okay? There could be cool little nifty Easter eggs. I love doing this in Alan Wake 1. So why wouldn't I do it here? Although I do want to get through the game, I don't want it to be, you know, going on for days. Is there a rear off the path here? Or veer, excuse me, not a rear. Might rear, I don't know. So this goes down by the lake in general. So this is actually where that dude came up from, right? I believe. This looks insane.
Can't go any further.
Well, I mean,
Water's too deep.
Oh, it is. Okay. What if I go over here? Okay, well, there's just an invisiwall there. Oh, hey, there's something over here, though. That looks good. Hey, batteries! That's what I'm talking about, baby. Alright, so I guess maybe it was worth it. Maybe there's a little side hustle over here? Okay, so we must need a boat or something similar to traverse the muddy waters on the shore of Cauldron Lake. So we came from that way, I believe, or we didn't. No, there's the telephone. Yeah, man, it's really spooky during the daytime. It's so scary. I guess it can be to some.
I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time.
Okay,
Deputy
you're just gonna sit there, huh?
I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved.
Are you? Cool, man.
Behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
Oh, before you do
look
that,
around for a minute.
yeah, you just give me a moment, man. There's some cool stuff I gotta be checking out.
FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
Yeah, you know us. We're just chock full of those types of cases. I'm sure none of them are ever boring. Nothing but a whole riot station over here.
A creepy twig sculpture?
Well, that's very Blair Witch. Activate Saga's flashlight. Oh, well, that's handy. Wish I would have known that. Are you
Hello,
gonna
Mr.
pet it?
Deer.
You are. I
You remind
didn't
me
think
of a
that
dream
was
I
for
had.
real. Well, it's a good thing you like deer, I guess. Okay, so there's a lot of that double upside down triangle imagery. Guess I can't strum a lum on that. Everything looks great, though. Really tarped the place up. Just how I like my cabins. Full of tarps. Literally everywhere. Oh, look at more triangles. I love me triangles, man. Love them. Let this be a warning to you, fellow trespassers. They say that the lake is a caldera, something formed by an erupting volcano, or the sinkholes it leaves in its wake. But what if that's not true? What if it's something else, something less natural and more man-made, intentional? I say the lake's not formed, it's designed, and it has a purpose. Alright, the lake is a hiding place. Beneath the calm surface lies a secret machinery ready to be activated at the press of a button. And the people with the button. They're in that big house by the lake preparing, I know it. First drawing, waterline, real calderas made from a volcano, lava. Second drawing, waterline, engineered structure, strange machines. Yeah, it sure seems like that, doesn't it? Well, this man's a real artist. And that, to me, is impressive in its own right. So, good for him. You pursue your dreams, son! You'll do great! I must check everywhere, guys. I think there's tents down here? Okay, I guess I can't use that flashlight out here. This looks accessible, maybe. Nope. Wrong. That for sure is accessible. UFOs, the ultimate guide to spotting unidentified flying objects. UFOs and you. Sorry, that's what it says. Writing this down in case it happens again and I forget. I got that feeling again. It hit me suddenly at 1:15 a.m. after I'd finished my AMHA on the porch of the trailer. I got in the car and drove, chasing it. Starry night, not much moon, as expected. It led me past Bright Falls to Cauldron Lake. I tried to find the right spot, the right emotion, the right thought, the combination to have it all aligned to make it happen. Terrified it would, it didn't. Not this time. Frustrated but relieved. I scanned the sky for the shapes, the objects. Nothing. But when I blinked repeatedly, I think I saw the afterimage of an octahedron. It faded fast. When I got ready to drive back, I felt someone watching me here, but not here. It's him. I know it is. Does he know I'm getting close? I'm not on the right track, but I was right to come to Bright Falls. You might have been, man. Sounds like a UFO hotspot to me. Nice. Oh, good. How do you like the knitting, hero? I made it just for you. Well, I love it. And that's 2 manuscript fragments, and I preach. Okay, nothing about this tent. Nothing else about it, anyway. I'm liking the little side quests, if you want to call it that you can do. So I can really veer off and kind of go any which way I'd like. I like it when a game allows for maximum exploration. Well, this is crazy looking. That done there is crazy if I ever sold it. Alright, so maybe this is something later, but it is not anything at the moment. Alright, let's climb up here. A little bit of a shortcut, that's cool. Alright, so we came from there. No, actually we came from here, and then we went over here. Oh, no, we didn't. We came from here. Man, there's so many paths to take. Witch's Ladle. Okay, so we went to the Witch's Hut. We did not go to the Witch's Ladle. That sounds pretty bad. That also looks really dubious. We're going to check it out. But the timelines in this game, hello, bro. Oh, actually, this is where the dude came up from. Maybe? Yeah, maybe they were on this ledge or something. Because there's a Witch's Hut. Witch's Ladle. I mean, I don't really know what they mean by ladle, but let's find out. Witch's Ladle. There's no mystery in Cauldron Lake being named after its cauldron shape, and yet there are many mysterious stories about the lake. It being a gloomy doorway to the underworld, or of a witch whose cauldron the lake really was. Legend tells that when the affections of a local sheriff went unanswered, he accused the lady in question of having bewitched him. She was drowned with her dropped ladle But her dropped ladle grew into a strange tree named the Witch's Ladle. The woman returned to avenge her wrongdoers. If she was not a witch before, she was one now. She killed the sheriff, drowning him in the lake. Then she took out his heart and locked it in a box. With the heart, she would summon him from the lake to exact revenge on her behalf, or so the legend goes. That is so beyond badass. You deserve an award. So where is this ladle? I mean, there's clearly a piece of paper right here that I'm looking at. Seems to be wibbly wobbly and kind of weird. Interesting. So the ladle is somewhere in there, guys. We'll get to it. We'll see it one day. All right, let's go through the muck. This has to go somewhere, right? That couldn't have been the only bit of information it was going to give us. Okay, there is going to be an invisible wall here. That is a shame. Okay, so that was the Witch's Ladle. I think that was just the tree. We heard, you know, we read about the story. That gives us a little bit more insight into Bright Falls and Cauldron Lake. Let's go up this way. Let's make our way into that house. But before we do, I don't know if we're supposed to go into the house or if we're supposed to go follow those guys. I think he meant back here, follow me this way, so I don't think he meant inside the house. But I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. Making random theories up and pulling them out my ass. Okay, so this is just the general store. We didn't see anything about a general store initially, so let's get our flashlight rocking and rolling. Wow, you want to do laundry, this is the place to do it, baby. Now, what do we got here? Monday, 9/3. Some suspicious activity spotted. The fielder thought he saw movement in the bushes. Footprints around the area were found, but some were compromised by the fielder. Note to self, train the fielder. The day after, nothing to report, some animals regular. The following day, hunters out after dark poachers. Heard some gunshots, not one of ours. Got to keep an eye out on these people. They could get more than they bargained for out here. Indeed they could. And they did. Because again, I think these storylines are going to cross, and then eventually we're going to advance from the storyline standpoint. But I think we're seeing, when we're playing as Saga, we're seeing it from the point of view of the FBI agents that were pursuing Alan in the first. So we're kind of seeing their story play out, and then eventually we're going to see where Alan Wake ended up going following all these events. I suspect. I don't know for sure. These are just theories that I'm coming up with, but I just wanted to make you guys aware of them. Okay, so what do we got here? We playing poker? Is that what we doing? Sick, dude. I love me pictures. Anything else? What about that stuff? All right, well, we got an interesting picture there. I didn't know I could do that. Have I been able to do that? You gonna play me a little Jangle? Seemed like you wanted to. Seemed like the ghost really wanted to do that. Alright, so they were like camping out in here. From what I don't know. But I suppose general store, what better place to do it? Let's see what we got in here. Is this locked? This sure is. It's big time locked. See if there's any key back here that we didn't see before. There is not. I'm going to take a peek at that shelf over there. Oh, I think that's everything in here. So let us make our way down to the corpse.
This is the scene of the crime.
Well, I'll finish my thought in a moment.
Table. Now, we didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor.
Yeah, let's do that.
The MO of the previous murders?
We have 4 points of interest.
Step 1. Examine the corpse.
I will get to that, but you need to just allow me a moment, please.
Body is positioned on the table.
You unlocked your first key image. You can place it in on the case board inside the mind place. Okay, allows Saga to see clues. The key image can be selected with A and placed in the case board. So, yeah. Got it.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
I think not. Interesting. Another body has been found in the woods near Bright Falls. Perfect timing. Need to see if this is linked to the killings we're here to investigate. That would be something, wouldn't it be? When the key image is placed, it will prompt a new question. Okay. Objectives are viewable at the case board in your goals. Investigate the crime scene cases. Okay. What about this? Interesting. Alex Casey lunchboxes. Oh, okay. Cauldron Lake murders. And that's what this is all about. Killer profile. Talk to somebody. I will. Thanks. I probably should. Covered in illegible tattoos, a message from the killer maybe, or their art? Apart from going missing in 2010, the victims have nothing apparent in common. Killer may be a sportsman or a hunter. Chest trauma resembles animal butchery technique. Alright. Fair play to ya. And what is this? Ah, Alex Casey lunchboxes. Fantastic.
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message.
Or can it? You don't want to connect the wrong clues, Saga. We need to use all of the noodle, okay? This part, the back part, the front part, maybe the side. But you need a lot of it. Found a strange lunchbox. Who left this here? I should keep an eye out for the others. There wasn't a cold Casey or anything, I think, in the original game. There were other interesting Easter eggs, like you had to pick up thermoses and stuff like that. I don't know if that's still going to be a thing we're going to have to do, but that is cool. Interesting lunchbox. Campground, yep. Actually, now I can go to this one near the witch's hut. Awesome. So we found 2. I don't know how many of those there are, but it's cool that we have Easter eggs. So we can't upgrade our weapon just yet. I think the lowest tier was like 9. Maybe it was 10. We do have the map. Okay, we don't need any of this at the moment. Hello, sir. I don't want to... Do I need to actually... You can collect clues from the body. I guess this is a better angle.
The killer left the heart right next to the body.
Sure did. Did he stick something in it? Okay.
Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down.
Yeah, he definitely got strapped,
Inside
that's for
stab
sure.
Wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
Yeah, it's pretty yikes. Alright, so this is just, why do I want to zoom on any of this? This is insane, though, man. These graphics are nuts. Alright, let's go back to the case board. Consistent with previous murders, question mark. Perhaps. Heart was removed and then left on the table near the body. Was the murder interrupted? Ah, interesting. Major chest trauma. Interesting. So what do I need to do? Well, let's go back. Okay, so we have this. I see. Oh, okay, I get what it wants me to do. Ah, gotcha. Cargo straps. Bruising indicates that the victim was alive when restrained, matches other cases. Major chest trauma, consistent with other murders.
Strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
The clues have resolved the open question and unlocked the deduction. As you advance the investigation, new questions will be unlocked, updating your goals. Okay. You can check the updated goals by pressing Y. Learn more about the victim, learn more about the killer. I mean, I think I would want to learn more about the the victims, right? Because if you can draw some sort of comparison to all of them, you might be able to figure out who caused it. Because we really don't have any information about the killers. I mean, we can't really just start coming up with theories and find evidence and talk to someone. Okay. Gotcha. All right, well, there's
Who was
that.
our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues.
Well, here's a clue right here.
Multiple people were here. Multiple killers.
This is kind of cool, man. It's kind of like Payne's Creek killings almost. This is really wild. So, can I...
Large amount of blood on the table.
That is quite the amount of
victim
blood.
died here.
So multiple footsteps. So we know there was multiple parties involved, multiple individuals. So there was an audience, perhaps. I mean, we know from the beginning cutscene, but that's what we're deducing at the moment. Case board. Goals. Oop, no, we want to go back there. Cases. Cauldron Lake murders. So we don't really have much here. Alright, go back to the mind place, I guess. What is that? Why do I have salt here?
First ever prank on Casey. A true classic.
Gotcha. Unscrewed the salt cap and set it on there. Wow. You're just a jerk, aren't you?
If only the rest
Wild
of the
Valley. Was that like
world
Wild
saw
Turkey?
Casey is. The mile-high
Certificate
strength
of
like this.
Meritorious Achievement to Agent Saga Anderson. Yum indeed, clowns. It is very good. It's a nice sip and drink. Nice sip and drink. Well, let's read this. This looks
Mom may be
fun.
gone, but whenever I read this, I feel like she's still here.
Saga, for what it's worth, I think it's important that Logan grows up seeing you do what you love, what you're great at. That will teach her so much. There will be times just like this when you question your choices, your competence, even your own sanity. When things get dark, remember to trust and love yourself as much as your family does. You won't be perfect, but I know you'll be amazing. Love you always, Mom. Thanks, Mummy.
Miss you, kiddo.
Ah,
I'll
that's
be
our
home soon.
daughter. Cute kid.
11 remaining.
11 of these? Gotcha. Oh, that's how we leave. That's
Or
interesting.
brought here after. For display.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of tried to juke the group of people in this area, but it didn't quite pan out. Looks like they got pretty sauced up before they decided to, dissect this man.
Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over.
Yeah, they did. Probably because they needed that
Was it for
camera.
a camera?
Can't be compromising the footy, man. Come on. Yeesh. Be smart.
Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here. Waiting.
Dude, I literally deduced this already. I mean, there's like 4, 5 crushed cigarette butts in there. Like, what else we got? I don't want to have to get some crazy angle on this guy's junk. Do we gotta go back? Maybe we gotta talk to our boy over here.
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI.
Nightingale. Oh, right.
13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
He was the dude that was pursuing Alan.
Probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
Interesting. Clues can be discovered by speaking to people as well as examining your surroundings. Yeah, I hear you.
So you knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
I think Quantico is where FBI agents go to get trained, perhaps? I'm not 100% on that, though. What happened after he got fired, so he's been missing since 2010? Is it 2012? Or is it a year later?
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago.
No, never mind.
2010.
It's literally
All the other
current day.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
probably something this town wants to forget.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau?
I'd agree.
let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here,
I bet there's more to that story.
but no happy ending.
Obviously, man, this dude's in bad shape. Okay, so we did
I
get...
think that's everything.
Well, I
For now,
thought...
at least.
So it's 2 and 3 must be
Not sure.
all the footsteps over here.
Need to think about it.
Yeah, let me go to my mind place. I'm gonna go to my palace or whatever. Burb. Let's go to the case board. Cauldron Lake murders. Alright, well, we got everything that we needed from this. Cases. Murder at Cauldron Lake. Here we go. We know the victim. Casey Nightingale went off the deep end. FBI fired him. Victim is Robert Nightingale. Last seen. Yes. Okay. Interesting. So, heavy blood splatter. Well, for sure it's this. I mean, it has to be, right? No one's heard from the guy. That's another part of it as well.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Sure did. Killer, so heavy blood splatter on the table. Yep. Sloppy work, you say. Yeah, maybe. Multiple sets of footprints.
Indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
Premeditated or spontaneous? I would say premeditated if they're bringing cameras. And then these, they were just chilling. They were hanging out. This was fun times for them. They probably do this on a Friday night, man. Weekend
Passing the time with
slayings. I don't know.
They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years.
I mean, they really,
Why now?
they really did this guy dirty. I don't know, they call them Friday night filletings. What with the
Profiling.
knife
Get
and the
into the subject's head.
heart and everything.
See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know
How are
about
we
them
gonna
to
do
guide
that?
My intuition to a revelation. Piece
Can
it
we
together.
do that? Do you have that power? You are a masterful detective. Because this is you don't hear about this stuff very often.
This mug always cheers me up.
Not the worst mom. That's kind of cute. All right, that's cool. Anything else? I feel like every time we kind of progress along. Private. What's so private about it? All right, well, we're gonna profile, I guess. Interesting. Okay, missing person. A ritual murder. I mean, based on the fact that they had cameras, they were waiting, they all had masks.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't
What?
some
That was a
random act of
that
violence.
was a trip, man.
This was a ritual.
That was
The
so
Nightingale
sick, man.
component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
Sorry, guys. I just need to get the chat back to where it was. Apologies. Okay. Missing person.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Mr. Alan Wake.
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. was there too.
The volcano.
Out in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
So the real question is, because his body was bloated and everything, he was dead, but then he was like resurrected, you know, in a strange way. Interesting. I can't recall if that was like a trope in the original or not, but yeah, that's what it seems like, man. I can feel that Nightingale came from the lake, but why now? After 13 years, where's he been? In the lake, man. Just waiting.
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Thanks. Check the lakeshore. Alright, will do. Seems
The
easy
lake
enough.
is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Let's do, man. Let's do.
Wait, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
You should, because I'm going to go looking around here.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Taking a peek around. Can I get in here? That's a negative. Negative. Okay, so there's another gate over here. Maybe we can access one of these. That's my hope anyway. I have pretty high hopes, but maybe I shouldn't. Oh, interesting. I don't have this code, whatever it is.
Hello, this is Agent Anderson and Agent Casey, FBI. We'd like to come in and ask a few questions pertaining to an investigation. Nice talking to you, too.
If I do it again, what happens? Nothing. Gave us the cold shoulder. That was rude. Anyway, we're back here. I guess we make our way to the lake. That was very weird. I don't know what was up with the static, but
See, it's still in one piece.
who knows if the people are even
Forest can be a dangerous
people
place.
at this
This
point.
one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale
Yeah,
came
maybe.
up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure.
Fantastic, man.
It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I
Well-
didn't know trees got that big.
They do, man. They sure do. Never been to the California
You
redwoods
need
forest?
to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though.
Sure it is. Okay, so we saw this before, but we couldn't interact with it. Let's collect that.
Barefoot. Nightingales.
Could be.
They come out from under the boulder.
Makes no sense.
This looks like one of Alan Wake's manuscripts.
There's a piece of paper on the ground.
Well, pick it up, man. Are you not interested in this? Yeah, this is totally his manuscript page.
A page full of text on one side.
Well, read
Not
it.
printed out.
Read
Written
it,
on a
man.
Typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched
Yes.
out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a
Yes.
story.
Yes.
Killing
Yes!
message.
It's for us. The text is about us.
This
The
is
victim was one of their own.
amazing.
FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page.
It's
they
so
found.
like meta, right?
The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading the words. These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Here's our boy.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation.
We cannot forget this
How could they
voice.
not accept,
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them. Someone's been watching us.
Playing.
That or writing your story.
This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
Okay, so we can't go in the water. Let's take a look at the case board. I think we might have some more to investigate here. Okay, we got manuscript
The victim
page.
was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert
I always
Nightingale,
loved these.
gone
These were
missing
so cool.
13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal ritual on the very day of their arrival.
And the typewriter
And then
noises.
there was the page. This page, the first page that they had found, not the last.
Yes.
The first step down into terrifying depths. Secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Reading the words, these words, felt like a message. Was a message. Someone knew they were here. What they were doing. Someone playing a game with them. Leading them on. An invitation. How could they not accept? The sheer audacity of this impossible mystery presented to them. Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth.
So who's this guy? Who's speaking to us?
Dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest.
Interesting. So we need to go
Let's
back.
find out what.
Well, yeah, we got to go back and rip that sucker out of there. Come on, man. Got some footprints. That's for later, I guess. We don't want to get too wild. That'd be insane.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Reading the words, these words felt like a message. Someone playing a game with them. We know that much. That much is for true. Ah, anything else here? This. Is that what was inside his chest?
Time to
Just that
properly examine the
passage?
body. See what I
That
can
piece of
find
the
inside.
manuscript? Maybe that was all that was there. I don't know for sure, though. We'll see. Alright, let's get back
Casey,
to it, man.
I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Oh, you don't want to just root around in there? Come on, man. Main character Ethan did it in Resident Evil Village, or excuse me, 7.
This whole mountain used to be an active volcano.
Put his
They
hand
imagined
right
the
into the
force it
dude's
took to
throat.
Carve this crater out of the earth. Calderas are pretty rare, so be sure to take it in.
So, essentially, we're standing in the gaping...
Just
maw
realizing
of
he's leaving
hell.
footprints behind. That's
You
crazy.
got it. I used to love geology when I was in school. I helped Logan build a great baking soda volcano for her science fair.
Cheating on a science fair? That's almost a crime, Anderson.
Hey,
I'm not
you
gonna
made it
say no to
back.
quality time with a
Good.
volcano. I mean, my daughter.
I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles.
I never get stuck, man.
Crazy flooding down there, huh?
Yeah, that's some flood.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure, but the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Ah, yes,
Oh,
the
and
infamous
Sheriff Fred
Deerfest.
called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Deer Diner in town.
Oh, right, I forgot
They
that's what it
got
was
a
called.
key to the gate. It's a
ODD.
parking lot just up the hill.
I'll grab that in a hot minute. Should I grab something in that dude's chest? I guess we're not going to be able to until we go to the morgue anyway. Plus, I'm sick of looking at the dude's junk anyway, so
Thanks.
let's bail out of this whole operation. I don't want to see
Let's
this.
get the car. Drive to Bright.
Rotund man's penile appendage.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
This looks shortcutty.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
You really want to do that?
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
What's going on here? Well, whatever it is, it's some sort of operation.
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
You did, and we're gonna check it out. I think another manuscript page,
A
perhaps?
lunchbox again.
Ah, another one of those Casey Colt
Who's
files.
leaving these out here?
We're all in this together, hero. Have a heroic day. I will. Got 2 fragments, so what is that? Puts me at 6. Pretty good. I think we're doing all right with those. I don't know for certain. All right, buddy. Let's go, Agent. What was your name again?
Can't fit the clues all together.
Jackson or something?
Heart removed. Tripod. Tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod for a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Anything over here? Gotta be sure. Alright, so this key had 2 uses. I mean, does it at a certain point not become unuseful for us? Okay, well, we have some manuscript pages once again.
I'll look around.
Rarest wildlife in the Pacific Northwest. I finally made my way to Cauldron Lake. So this area is in the Pacific Northwest. Interesting. So, like, Oregon, Washington State, I guess Idaho, Wyoming, that whole area. I would imagine, like, Washington State, though. Makes the most sense. Spotting the rare elusive orange-crowned warbler. A little late in the season, but hopefully I can catch it before it begins its journey south. I've noticed an intriguing behavior in the surrounding common bird life. They seem to be alarmed and swarm around the lake. No birds of prey nearby. There are some strange sounds carried on the wind, however. Nothing I can recognize or explain. Getting a little concerned. I might have to find another spot somewhere safer. The sounds are getting closer. Oh no, I want to read more. Moved inland, foliage is stunning. Must come back in the fall. Had to stop and sketch this gorgeous vine maple. Just at the way the Methuselah's beard hangs off of it. This is why trees are better than people. Speaking of people, some drunk guy staggered through around the forest earlier, acting weird. Maybe drugs. Kept my distance. Should probably find another spot. So annoying. After I saw the weirdo guy, I decided to change spots again, moved up from the mountain a bit, found a fantastic overlook to camp at. But I'm more interested in this Alaska onion grass. Invasive but edible and surprisingly tasty. Started hearing wolves or wild dogs or something like 10 minutes ago, but they sound wrong. Rabies? Want to leave, but the sun is going down and my stupid phone is dead. Gotta hide in the tent and hope they go away. Something is not right about this place. Yeah, it sounds like a rough situation, man. No, we just don't need that, do we? It's interesting how the game kind of like chooses when you can use your flashlight or when it's going to be effective. You actually going to follow me up here? I don't know what this dude's doing. What a clown. Oh, just a shortcut. That's cool. I like shortcuts, though. Haha, nerd, I made it first. Winner, winner, chicken
Here we
dinner!
are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
I suppose this is our vehicle? Wouldn't be the PD Cruiser.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery.
Me too. I'm ecstatic, actually. Possibly more than you. Which, I don't know, is that possible?
Need to swing
It
by
is.
the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town.
Well, we're here. This looks nuts.
The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Wow. This is stunning, man. Holy hell.
Hey there.
Jeez, game running like butter, too. Of course.
Any interesting guests?
What are you guys up to?
Any good finds?
Zilch, but someone left a gross surprise under their bed for housekeeping? They were nuts.
So, that's what all that screaming was about?
Either that, or the couple on their honeymoon.
Oh, yeah, you guys are weird.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Yeah, I gotta check everything out, actually. Not just something, all the things. So just keep that in mind. Mayor Setter won't roll over on the issues. Well done, Mayor. None of you guys ever tell the truth. I'm sure he'll roll over in his freaking grave or in his bed, though. After he forgets to act on all of the promises that he made. Or she. I don't know who the person is. Well, okay. What are you guys talking about? Can I eavesdrop on this situation? You guys often just stare at each other like this, or am I running into a game glitch? They bring all this darn rain with them, so they're talking about us. Deerfest is right around the corner. We're all crossing fingers. Oh, okay, that's coming from the radio. Apologies, guys. I should have known.
I need to head back.
Okay, well, let's check out, you know, Main Street, shall we? Before we start heading back. Can I talk to you? And I'll just let you hammer that fence. I don't know if you need a hard hat for that, sir. I mean, safety first, I guess. Alright, sorry, we're closed. And you can really just wander the entirety of this neighborhood, which, yeah, you kind of could before, but it was a little bit more of a linear experience in Alan Wake 1. But you did see all of these areas. So Alan Wake, in that story, he would have been, what, late 20s? So this puts him in, like, his early 40s then, approximately? How you do?
To keep this city clean, if not I. Who else to protect its citizens from the dangers of unsanitary conditions?
You're a real hero, man. I will come back with a cape in lickety-split.
Trash, garbage, refuse, call it what you will. I will make it disappear.
Great. You're talking about actual garbage, right? Not human beings, not human life?
Hey.
Hey, how you going? Sweet talk. Good talk. Really good. Great, even. I think we need to go there. But you know me, guys. I got the exploritis, so... Setter is better. Alright, yeah. They're really pounding that into the population here. Alright, cool. Well, can I talk to these clowns over here?
Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie?
No, don't care.
This dude's epic. These are the thermoses, I think.
Not enough. That's how much.
Oh, goodness.
Rich, bittersweet nectar. Get it in Coffee World.
Hell yeah. Come get percolated. Don't mind if I do. I love getting percolated. Alright, we got a new map. Bright Falls, probably for the best. Let's take a peek at it while we have an opportunity. Wellness Center, the Manor. Wow, Valhalla Nursing Home. Oh, that's right. Isn't that where the crazy metal band guys were? Viking metal, whatever it was. Okay, so we're right here. Bunker Woods, Billy's Boatyard. I recall. Okay, so this Billy's Boatyard, if memory serves, actually no, it was in the game, but I'm thinking of the beginning of Alan Wake where you end up in. I think it was like a logging community or area of some sort. Oh, Tapio's weather report. Oh, you can re-listen to those. That's cool. You couldn't do that in the first one. All right, well, once again, this game looks incredible. Let us make our way to... Are we going to Oh Dear Diner? Yeah, we are. Okay, so there's Coffee World as well. Are they part of the same thing?
The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls.
Thanks, man.
It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Excellent. Uno momento por favor. Grand reopening of what? Founders Park was relocated here as our small town keeps growing. We are sure you'll find this placement for the park every bit as wonderful and relaxing as the previous one. Welcome to the new and improved Founders Park.
I'll be back in a second.
Sure looks great. Sure looks great.
If not for the birds, now why'd you go and do that? Stomping around like that and scaring the poor little things.
Well, they were kind of on the walking path. And honestly, I actually went the other way, but they just got spooked anyway, so sorry about that. Yeesh. Hard to please anyone around here.
The days of our lives are fleeting, and they end in the end. They end.
I think these were the guys that set up the whole murder situation. Oh, it's Pee Wee Herman's cousin. Hey, what's up, man? Are you awake or are you sleeping? Both, it would appear. Now that is a talent that no one has. Except for you, maybe. Can I talk to you? Can I apologize? Alright, well, sorry anyway, even though you can't hear me. Alright, well... Guess I'll just frig off.
Did you get lost, Anderson?
Yeah, I always do.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
I was told there were
Deputy says you had a
witnesses.
couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that?
Hey, Parky.
No. The Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee.
He's all excited now because he got
I'll
treats.
see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time.
I don't know why I'm doing keyboard and mouse. It's like it's like almost like automatic these days.
Sheriff, have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
Sure. But it's slowed down ever since Cauldron Lake was fenced off.
Let me guess.
So again, this
Missing
character,
person cases
Quantum
spiked
Break.
around 2010. The fence was built just after.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
I believe he also plays in X-Men. He plays the dude that can change stuff into ice, I believe.
Go ahead, Anderson.
Freeze stuff. You remember that character? Alright, well, I'll just go in the diner then. I'll F off and let you guys talk about whatever it is you're going to talk about.